Hey, I saw you walk your bike from the corner. How come you just didn't bike on the sidewalk?
Oh, because biking on the sidewalk is actually illegal for adults in Chicago.
It's illegal to bike on the sidewalk? I didn't know that. You know, I'm just so nervous about cars, too nervous to bike in traffic. How'd you ever get so used to it?
Well, a while back, I was biking on the sidewalk and a pedestrian informed me that I was breaking the law.
Young lady, do you realize in the city of Chicago, only children under the age of 12 are allowed to bicycle on the sidewalk?
Sorry. At first, I didn't let it bother me. Whatever. But then one day, a little kid came out of a store in front of me and I couldn't stop fast enough. It was a really close call. It showed me how unpredictable the sidewalk can be and just how slowly I had to ride to prevent hurting anyone or myself. And it was taking me a really long time to get where I was going. I was getting more frustration than exercise.
I mean, isn't biking supposed to be fun?
Yes, and I wasn't having any fun on the sidewalk. So I started riding on smaller neighborhood streets where there weren't as many cars, and when I was ready to try riding on bigger streets, I went out biking with a friend on a weekend morning when there weren't as many cars out. It was a nice way to get used to bigger roads.
You know, I'm noticing that there are a lot more bike lanes in Chicago than there used to be.
Right. I used the Chicago bike map to find streets with bike lanes, marked shared lanes, and recommended routes.
Maybe those could just help me get more comfortable being on the road with cars.
It worked for me, and when I was more confident, I started connecting my routes with busier streets. Now I feel like I can handle just about any situation.
So, are cyclists allowed on streets without bike lanes?
Oh yes, except for expressways, Lakeshore Drive, and places where signs are posted, cyclists have the right to ride on any of Chicago's streets.
Cool.
Just remember though, with that right comes a lot of responsibility. So you always have to ride predictably, communicate with other people on the road, and obey all traffic laws.
So that means staying off the sidewalk.
Exactly. It's a part of safe cycling in Chicago.